All right, so what if you could punch in a single keyword and have an AI spit out a viral-style video clip ready to go? Well, that's the massive promise of a new tool called AI PodVids. Today, we're going to break down their entire pitch, piece by piece, to see if this is really the ultimate shortcut for creators, or if it's maybe just a little too good to be true. Let's dive in.
So right out of the gate, they hit you with this. Talk about a bold claim. They're not just saying this is a neat tool. They're saying it's actively replacing ads, influencers, and pretty much the entire talking head video format we see everywhere. That is a huge, huge statement that immediately makes you ask, okay, what in the world have you built?
So to build their case, they start with a trend that, let's be honest, we've all seen. It's the absolute explosion of these short podcast-style clips all over TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. They're calling this the new viral gold rush. And really, this is the entire foundation for everything they're about to pitch.
So why do these little clips work so well? Well, according to them, it all boils down to these 6 key things. The really big idea here is that they don't feel like an ad. It feels like you're just eavesdropping on a real, authentic conversation. And because of that, it builds trust almost instantly, it keeps you watching, and ultimately, it makes you way more likely to actually buy something or click a link.
And listen, they're not just talking to big-time celebrities or podcasters here. The pitch is aimed directly at, marketers, people who sell courses, coaches, small business owners, basically anyone. The core message is that you can use this exact format as a powerful tool to build an audience and drive sales no matter what your niche is.
Okay, so if this whole format is a gold rush, why isn't everybody doing it? Why aren't we all viral millionaires by now? This is where they pivot and introduce what they call the podcasting nightmare. All the reasons why this is way harder than it looks.
And they lay out all the familiar headaches, right? You need all this expensive gear, you've got to write scripts, try to find and schedule guests, then you spend hours, maybe even days editing the thing, and on top of all that, you have to actually be comfortable and confident on camera. For most people, that's just a giant list of reasons to say, you know what, never mind. And this quote, this really just sums up the entire problem they're trying to frame. The argument is simple. Traditional podcasting, in their view, is a game that's rigged for the people who are already famous and have big budgets. For the average person trying to build something from scratch, they're basically saying you just don't stand a chance. So right after setting up this big, super frustrating problem, bam, they reveal their solution. And of course, it's positioned as this perfect AI-powered shortcut that's designed to just completely demolish all of those barriers we just talked about.
And here it is, AI PodVids. The core promise is almost ridiculously simple. You give it one keyword, and in about a minute, it generates a complete, ready-to-publish podcast clip. It's built from the ground up to let you sidestep every single one of those traditional production nightmares. Now, this is what they claim is their secret sauce. They call it the Conversational Authority Engine. And the key idea here is that it's not just another text-to-speech robot reading a script. No, it's designed to actually simulate a real dialogue, complete with disagreements, different perspectives, and pacing, all to make it feel more authentic and real.
And then they go on the offensive. They lay out what they see as the 5 biggest flaws with all the other AI video tools out there. The robotic voices, the fake-looking avatars, the fact that they're just not built for short, viral clips. And naturally, they position their Conversational Authority Engine as the perfect solution to every single one of these problems.
Okay, so the tech sounds impressive, but how easy is this thing to actually use? For a normal person. Well, their pitch breaks it down into a workflow that honestly looks almost too simple to be true.
And this just perfectly illustrates their whole zero hustle angle. It's literally 3 steps. Step 1, type in a keyword. Step 2, let the AI build the entire video. Step 3, publish it. No scripting, no recording, no editing. Just an idea that magically becomes a finished video.
Of course, a promise this big needs some serious proof. You can't just say it, you gotta show it. So this next part of their pitch is all about showing results with case studies and testimonials, right before they get to the actual offer.
And to show you the kind of potential they're talking about, they throw out some staggering numbers. This case study, for example, claims a creator got 8 million views in a single week. Not only that, but they supposedly grew a following of over 175,000 people using this exact style of AI-generated content. That's pretty wild. They also feature testimonials from their early users, like this one from a social media marketer. And you can see the feedback consistently hammers home the 2 main selling points. 1, how incredibly easy the tool is to use, and 2, how ridiculously fast you can churn out content with it.
And here we have the classic comparison chart, right?
This is where they position themselves against everybody else. They argue that other tools just give you boring narration, while they create actual dialogue. Other tools are for long videos, while theirs is made specifically for short-form virality. And crucially, they claim other tools are just generic, while they focus on building authority with consistent AI hosts.
The feature list is pretty extensive. They've got things like a built-in virality engine that supposedly uses proven frameworks to make catchy hooks. They also talk about creating your own brandable AI characters and, get this, even cloning your own face and voice to be the host. That's where the line between AI and personal content starts to get really blurry.
Okay, so let's get to the bottom line, the price. During this initial launch, they're offering it for a one-time fee, starting at just $27. They make it very clear that this is a special founder's deal and that the price is going to switch over to a recurring monthly subscription later on. It's a classic move to create a real sense of urgency to buy right now.
And so there you have it. That's the pitch for AI PodVids. It's a really compelling story, right? They identify a real, frustrating problem and then present what looks like a perfect, easy solution. But the big question still hangs in the air. Can an AI really replicate the nuance, the authenticity, and the authority of a real human conversation? Is this truly the future of content, or is it just a very clever way to generate a lot more noise online? That's the real question to think about.